Good morning. Right here, back in my little pre-morning walkabout. I'm not sure if I did a video with a big bunch of dirt in it before, but I'm just coming in and there's a bobcat that got brought. And look at that. You've seen my previous videos where I had cleared this area. That's a nice bunch of dirt for hazelnuts to get put in. So that's pretty great. Let's go for a tiny walkabout. So this morning I had a nice moment where my youngest son, who's getting close to 2, woke up and Mom was indisposed, and I just took him outside and I let him listen to all the bird song. He quieted right down and fell back asleep. And I don't know if you have experience having little toddlers fall asleep on you, but it's really one of the more precious things that can happen. And so I was pretty glad by that, and he stayed asleep on me for a good hour. So here's the bit of soil that got moved down here, and it is just do you see this rut that's down in here? I'm sure the guy was like, yeah, I'm not driving this bobcat through squishland. Anyway, see, I'm starting to get the rest of the area. There's some currants there that are flowering. Taken care of in the realm for the year. Still a bit more to do, and then I got to go in and weed the berries. Let's just check it out. And it seems like there's actually going to be a bunch of tomatoes that do get put into this greenhouse once it gets cleared up. So that will be fun. Okay, that's all that. Oh yeah, and the berries are starting to come on there. That's really nice. So yeah, an apple tree, if you were watching this last year, was dying and now it is dead. That is life sometimes. Sad things, but I'm not even sure that I could say the lesson was learned about that, because it was people putting plastic right up against the bark on a tree. So if you've got trees and you don't want to kill them, what you got to do is make sure that your mulch material, or whatever it's constructed of, is not right against the tree. Oh, and this is kind of cool. The pawpaw is starting to leaf out here. It's a bit too close to the greenhouse plastic here. You can probably hear as I move raspberries out of it, and the raspberries are looking like they're starting to flower, which is great. Here's this greenhouse project. And one of the things I actually really love about this place, and you can hear the road right there, and it's a pretty active road if you can't tell from the videos, is all the bird song. The ponds in the distance there really have a lot of that, and even if it's crickets and frogs at night, I find that having all those sounds of nature are really quite lovely. And it reminds me that I was conversing with someone, and they were talking about people's complaints. In particular, people who are coming from the city come out to the countryside for some peace and quiet. And then all the sounds that are around annoy them, because it's actually not quiet in the country. There's a lot of life happening, and life is loud. And it doesn't matter if you have, little toddlers around or not. Life is loud. And here on this particular property, one of the things that's also close by is a hospital, and it's not a big one, and even if it was a big one, this would probably still hold true, because we're an island, that there's a helipad there. And so helicopters just happen pretty regularly. And again, that becomes actually I feel good that I hear a helicopter, because it means someone is being helped, And the notion that there might be someone, if I ever need help, or people I care about need help. In fact, my wife and youngest son got a helicopter ride after the birth. Everything was fine, actually. They just needed to go for observation. And it's interesting how relaxing sounds can be. Now, the other thing sounds can be is inspiring or even provocative. And that's kind of how I think about the music I'm making. I'm not making music that will likely play on many radio stations unless you're a college station or otherwise into avant-garde or experimental or otherwise music that, pushes some boundaries. But the thing is when we put ourselves in different environments and new experiences, it actually freshens up a bunch of our mentality. And that's part of the joy of the music that I make. And if you want to hear that, I've got a link in the comments below, which is over at bendingreeds.bandcamp.com. And here's some curious sounds and allow the innovative, creative mind to get stretched a bit and see what kind of new things you notice in life. So that's kind of the fun of having new and novel experiences. And it can be as easy as listening to some music that you would normally not find anywhere. So with that, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing to the channel, and have too much fun.